We started 2023 in a literal fog. Our weather basically came to a standstill, and that created day after day of misty skies. And it happened in a winter that was the last gasp for La Nina, a weather pattern that sees Pacific Ocean temperatures drop below normal, creating colder and sometimes wetter winters on the prairies. That meant March was a whopping 5.5 to 8 degrees colder than normal through the province. It was also the driest March on record for Regina and Yorkton, and close to the driest for many other places, not exactly living up to La Nina's expectations. That all changed in April. A late-season snowstorm dumped nearly 60 centimeters of snow on southeastern Saskatchewan. But the cold and snow didn't last. Temperatures soared to 30 degrees in early May, and soon after, early-season forest fires gripped the province's north. It would become a year that saw the most hectares of land burned by fires in the province and the most hours of smoke recorded in at least 4 locations, including Regina and Saskatoon. One fire researcher says next year's fire season could be a repeat on the prairies if the dry and warm weather continues.
This does remind me of 1997, and in Alberta, 1997, what followed was a very active fire season in 1998.
The dry conditions this year continued into summer, making an already bad drought situation worse. More than 50 rural municipalities declared agricultural disasters because of drought and grasshoppers. But outside of the hardest hit areas, producers say it actually turned out to be an average harvest.
Obviously, the southwestern portion of the province, Swift and south there, they were extremely dry, extremely short of grass and feed for cattle. And then we have pockets up by Yorkton that had a hard time getting their crop off because they got a rain shower every day.
The lack of moisture given off by growing crops also prevented thunderstorms from developing. Only one tornado struck the province this year as a result, the lowest yearly count since records began. Leaving storm chasers here, like Jenny Hagen, heading to Alberta to see storms.
It's a little bit, frustrating from a photography point of view. We want to be able to capture that stuff. But it is a bonus for, your farmers and stuff like that, that the damage isn't happening.
And we've now gone from La Nina to its opposite pattern, El Nino. That's meant a warm and dry fall, with many communities poised to have a Christmas with little to no snow. All this says 2023 is well on track to be the hottest year on record globally. And with El Nino expected to continue and climate change effects being felt around the world, some forecasters are concerned that means little relief for heat and drought in 2024. Ethan Williams, CBC News, Regina.